Hello, welcome to another Biker's Travelog. Hope you've been enjoying the series so far. Please subscribe and hit the notifications button. So today I'm heading out in a track on a byway in Berkshire and in the UK, and it's called the Devil's Highway, and it forms part of an old Roman road that goes from London all the way to Silchester and beyond. Lots of old forts and Roman ruins along the route, but that actually ended up in an old Roman town, Silchester Roman town, Calleva, and it's quite a good site. It's about 100-acre site. It's still got the old retaining wall around it, and it's good for a little walk around as well. It's got an amphitheatre just off it, so we'll see if we can find that. But hope you enjoy the ride and catch you on the other side. Right, and away we go. Right, so out on the Devil's Highway then, heading out towards Silchester Roman town, the Calleva Roman town. I've ridden this track actually, would you believe, only once before, and that was in the middle of the winter, so I was slipping and sliding all over the place. So I'm actually really intrigued to see what it's going to be like, you know, during the summer. You know, I was literally having to crawl my way along for the most part of the route actually. So let's just see what it's like now. Hopefully should be a lot smoother, a lot smoother ride. When I came last time as well, it was really quite deeply rutted in places. So, and I know Land Rovers and things get down this track as well. It's popular in you know, for bikes as well. It is a dead straight road. I mean, it doesn't really feel like it right now because we're just on the entry of it, but it's or track, I should say. So typical old Roman road. It's just dead straight. I mean, it's, you know, a bit of a joy really to ride this thing. I mean, you see it right there in distance, going all the way. So yeah, I mean, it's great. I'll put a little map on the video for you as well, so you can see it. And put a couple of aerial photos on there as well, so you can see the old Roman ruins town, which is pretty good. Now, you know, I like to go and see old places, interesting places, but not necessarily old buildings per se. But I am intrigued to see what was there, you know, hundreds of years ago or thousands of years ago. You know, that kind of time team thing. So, well, you know, on this place, you know, on the earth, there once was something else. So this is an old Roman town. It was it's a bit rutted there, isn't it? It had you know, 100-acre site. You know, I think there's whatever 100,000 people live there, maybe even more actually. I have to check the information there. But you know, it had traders from all over the world. It was a, you know, big trading route as well, as you can imagine, being a Roman road. So it had, you know, its own prefecture. You know, the streets were well laid out. They had, you know, the shops, taverns, you know, anything that you can think of, and obviously houses, anything you can think of, you know, that would be of a modern town of that era, then it would have, you know, it had. But right now, all that's left is the retaining wall. So what we'll do, we'll get to the other end and we'll climb up on it if we can get access point. So I'm going to try and go for a different side. There is an actual official car park, but then you have to walk in. There isn't no vehicle access. Well, I know there is a footpath entrance on one side, so maybe we'll just park up the bike and quickly, you know, scoot up the wall and have a little gander. Well, so far, touch wood, you know, the track's been okay. There's nothing here. It's actually a joy to ride so far. But to say, in the winter, it was rutted. It was a horrible mess. So I'm glad actually I found it like this, and it isn't a deep, you know, dried out ruts, which can be just as dangerous in many ways. But you know, right in the middle of the countryside here, you know, it's, you know, actually I'm attacking this. What time is it now? 10:05 in the evening, early evening, afternoon. So it is the rat race out there. You know, I've just fought my way through rush hour traffic to get here, and it's such a joy just to come off that and just, you know, just get away from it all. you know, if you've seen some of my latest blog posts on the website, you know, I kind of talk about this quite a lot, really. You know, just getting away from it. It doesn't mean you have to do the whole Bear Grylls thing, or go and live completely off grid and live in a cave or something. But just getting out of where and decompressing, I think the word is, you know, the official term. You know, just get away from it all, and you know, just get away from technology a little bit as he's riding his bike with yeah, sat nav and smartphone and everything. I know it's a bit ridiculous thing to say, but you know, just sitting on the ridge here a little bit, and I mean, like, you know, the ruts there, well, they're not really ruts, they're just sort of wheel marks and big puddles. But they're all relatively dry. I mean, I wouldn't say they're wet as such, but you know, just in case. Yeah, but in the winter, this was just a complete nightmare. So I wonder if they sit right in the middle here. I'm not sure if you're picking this up on the camera. Right in the middle, it seems as if it's been skimmed. So I'm just wondering whether, you know, I'm not sure, would it be a council? I don't know, whether a council or a local farmer or something that's come along in the winter or spring and actually skimmed this to flatten it off a little bit, and then, you know, the resulting traffic has just flattened it down, you know. But anyway, so we're pretty much halfway. Well, actually, I want to say halfway along. We're pretty much near the end of it now. I mean, it's good. Well, I don't know, actually. It's about a mile and a half, couple of miles, something like that. What I'll do, put it over here. Right, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, great track, nicely dried out, and unfortunately, can't on the video you can't really see left and right, but we are right in the middle of the fields here, and a bit of forestry as well. As byways go, as this time of year, I would say this is probably one of my favourite in my area anyway. Purely because, not because it's straight or it's a Roman road, but because it's dry and it's easy going, and you can actually just enjoy, you know, enjoy it. Well, there you go. That's oops, bit of fly tipping here. Burned out van. There we go, look at that. Bloody hell. I mean, why do people do that? Why? Jeez. Well, I know why they do it, but why? Anyway. Yeah, so it's one of my favourites, I think. You know, I really like it because I'm a great believer, as you know, and if you watch my videos a lot, you know, it's, you know, I'm a great believer, any bike, anywhere, anytime, you know, within reason, of course. So this is the kind of whoop, I'll go this way. There you go. There we go, that's nice. Just had a nice little chat with another rider, just testing out his bike for the first time. Yeah. So that was good, actually. Right, we're pretty much at the end here. So what we're going to do is just flip over to the other side, and we're going to head over to literally at the end of the road is Silchester itself, the Roman town. So we'll go there, go and check it out. Now this ride here is actually really pleasant as well. So we're actually off the Roman road now, and obviously as was, so this road here doesn't actually follow the Roman road, but it's still, you know, a lovely ride. Try not to knock over the runner. So we're very close to it now. Just a few more S's to go. And then we'll be there. Things with the countryside, oh, it's always got grit on it, hasn't it? You know, and gravel and grit, just like marbles. You just got to be so careful. I'm going to take my time around here because I know that it's a real difficult one. Cars coming and vans and lorries coming at pace down that hill, or that little small hill. There we go, Silchester. So the actual place name is called the Calleva Roman town. But I think it's all known as, even signposted as Silchester Roman town, so go figure. Yeah, as I say, it's an enormous site. Now it's obviously just open fields. There's like a big track running through it, which is pretty much the original track. There's like a huge crossroads in the middle of this site, and obviously all the side roads off it. So here you go, we're pretty much here. Let's see if I can pull over here a little bit. No, actually, I'll go a little bit more. So the retaining wall is literally behind these properties here. So this is it here. This is the Calleva here. This is the old retaining wall. So what I can do yeah, so what I can do is actually pull in here. Perfect. And just give you a quick look at it. Okay. So here we are, right on top of the wall here, the retaining wall, and I say it's a 100-acre site, something like that. And this is the open field here. So if you follow the tree line all the way around, that is pretty much where the wall goes through and on the edge, and all the far trees right at the far end, and that's where the wall is. You've got that hedge line, not the first hedge line, the second hedge line, that's where the big crossroad would have been. And on the other side, that's where the other side of the retaining wall is. So you can imagine what a huge site this is. How many people would have been here. And there we go. Well, it's a great place to come and have a picnic or whatever. Great place to ride to. Not a lot to see apart from the wall, of course, but you can walk all around the perimeter as well. You can walk all around the perimeter. It's a great walk. It's a great place to come and ride to, actually. You know, it's just the roads around here are really good. Obviously, if you want to do a bit of off-road, as I've just done, you know, go and do the Devil's Highway, that's a really cool ride as well. You know, but just reading some of the information boards around here, it's just, you know, what was here, what they think was here. You know, they've, I think Time Team might have been here as well. They certainly have excavated here, done a dig to find, you know, lots of artifacts. Roman town, then went into the Iron Age as well. So there was a settlement here for about 400 years, I think, something like that. So lots of history here. But looking at it now, you wouldn't think, would you? You know. So here we go.
So I'll put up a couple of the aerial photos for you. You can have a look at those and come and check it out. Really good. Okay, certainly. So I hope you like this this biker's travelogue. Literally, quick little ride out into the countryside along the Devil's Highway and back again if you like, and then onto Silchester Roman town, or the Calleva. Okay, let's go and see if we can find the amphitheatre. Catch you in a minute. Okay, so we're just on the other side of the town now. So we've come on, or I've come onto the back roads again. It's a little track. There should be a pathway up to the amphitheatre. Let's go and see if we can check it out. So it is in this general direction. It's not an official footpath, but let's go and see what we can find, eh? Now, I've got a feeling that other people have had a similar idea to me as well. I'm just trying to make their way up through here. Let's give it a go. This would be the amphitheatre, you know, raised mound. And there we go. Wow, look at that. Look at this. Amazing. You wouldn't have thought this was here, would you? Absolutely amazing. There we go. Wow. So this is where they would have held, you know, ceremonies and fought lions and that kind of stuff. Had their entertainment. People would have been sat all the way around, cheering on a gladiator or whatever. It's odd. It's an odd feeling to be stood here. You know, in a couple of thousand years ago, this would be a thriving area, you know, a busy area. Amazing. So this is the old entrance to it as well. What a donut. I could have ridden in here from that side as well. I've just realised. What an absolute donut. Anyway, it's probably better not to, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that's the ride for you today in the biker's travelogue into Berkshire. Come and check it out. It's to the southwest of Reading. Head for Silchester area. Head on the A34. No, A33. Is it A33? I think. Sorry, I scratched my nose. A33 south of Reading, out towards the Basingstoke Road. Head towards Basingstoke, and then go back down there for about 10 miles. You come to a big roundabout. Bear right on there. Take the Devil's Highway. You'll find it on the map, especially in the summer months. Really smooth road, track, byway. Really great riding, and then you'll come here. You come to the amphitheatre to Silchester, and also you'll get to the Roman town itself, the Calleva. So great place to come and visit. Yeah, once again, there's not anything to do here. There's only amusements, but it's just really, really nice. And if I stop babbling a little bit. Silence is golden. Right, hope to see you again on another biker's travelogue, or hope you'll see me again on another biker's travelogue. And hit the subscribe button, tell all your friends please, and go and do this stuff yourself. This is what it's about, really. It's about you know, getting you interested in stuff that people hardly ever see. They seem to have forgotten about them. So go and check them out, get on your bike, go and see these different places, get on the dirt tracks, on the byways, see what you can find. You know, have a look at OS maps, Ordnance Survey maps, topographical maps, or you know, geo maps, you know, maps from wherever you are in the world. See what's in your area. Go and check it out. Okay, so hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, hit the notifications button, tell your friends to do the same as well, and catch you on the next Bikers Travelog. Catch you later. Cheers.
Right, okay, so leaving the Roman town now. Silchester going to be heading back. Do you know what? I was going to take the roads back, but what the hell? You know, it'd be rude not to go and do the Devil's Highway again, I think, you know, from the other side. Why not indeed? So that's what I'll do. Stay away from the cyclists. There we go. Out the way, Crow. I take it very, very gently, especially when I'm going to be turning the bike or banking the bike, you know, on country roads. Especially as you can see when it's all this grit, you know, you're just going to lose the tyres. You know, you're going to end up in a ditch or somewhere, so or worse, doing yourself some harm. So, you know, top tip, you ever see any gravel or grit on the road, and just, you know, take it really, really easy. Thank you. So I must say, you know, I can't recommend this little ride out enough, actually. There are lots of other trails around, and in the surrounding area there's lots of little tracks and byways to go and explore, if that's your thing. But if you just want an easy ride out in the summer and you want to experience a bit of off-roading, that is, you know, very easily accomplished by any kind of bike, especially in this kind of weather. In the summertime, when it's all dried out and it's probably been skimmed in the winter, then, you know, this is go for it. Okay, so we're on the track again. It's just very, very nice, isn't it? Very nice just to, yeah, go about. I think this is where I met that chap on the way in, actually. Yeah, it's just very easy riding, very nice indeed. I like it. As I said, you know, I always say this about off-road riding, you know, it's just like anything in life. If you can make it easy for yourself, then you're probably going to enjoy it a little bit more, for the average rider, that is. You know, and especially if you've never done it before, then you do not want to be going anywhere that's something really quite technical and challenging, and you're probably going to fall off every 5 minutes or damage your bike, or even worse, damage yourself. So, you know, having a track that is, you know, easily rideable by you know, by any bike. As you can see, it's perfectly flat here. Okay, yeah, there are a couple of big holes, you know, to avoid, I suppose, but the ruts have kind of disappeared on either side, so it's you know, they've done a good job in, you know, sorting this out for the summer. I'm impressed. Who's ever done it, I'm quite impressed, I gotta say. Yeah, lovely. Well, there's nothing to stop you, you know, just pulling over at some point and just, you know, taking in the ambience a little bit, as it were. But no, it's nice just to, you know, get on a track and just enjoy it. And look, you know, you go and see something interesting, you know. Okay, I'm sure people watching this, you know, if anybody ever is going to watch it, you know, will slate me for saying this, but, you know, what would you rather do? Go to someone like that and just go and chill out with a few friends somewhere else? Or would you like to go to a biker cafe or something that you've been to, you know, 1,000 times before? You know, go and do something different. That's my motto anyway. I'll tell you what, when I came in here in the winter, I think it was about, it could have been December, it might have been November actually, I have to check my records, I can't remember actually, but it was just wet, it was rutted, it was, you know, slip, and the front tyre was just slipping all over the place, so I virtually had to manhandle the bike all the way along, and it just wasn't pretty, it wasn't nice, it wasn't pretty, and it, you know, I enjoyed it because I like that kind of stuff. But it, you know, it wasn't, you know, I wouldn't say it was enjoyable as in like this, where it's just easy and you can, you know, just enjoy the ride and enjoy the scenery. It was very much focused, you know, 100% of the time. And as soon as that wheel started to slip out, it was a case of, you know, because I was still on the road tyres as well, and, you know, there's no grip at all. So, yeah, I suppose, and it's because it's a big heavy lump of a bike, you know, that's one of the big reasons as well. So I think, I'm not sure, actually I haven't looked at my map, so I don't know really, but you know, there's only one way in, one way out of this track anyway, so I think we're coming to the end of it actually. Nice. So those are the kind of things where I had to be really careful in the winter. You go over a dip, and because it was like slimy clay all over the surface. As soon as you had a little bit of a slope on it, the front wheel just wanted to slip out completely. So it was a bit of a nightmare, I gotta say. But no, this is just a joy. This is a joy. Big cheesy grins time, definitely. I wonder if the chap sort of doubled back and thought, I'm having another go at that as well. I would have done. Well, I am. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, let's see where we are. Yeah, very nice. Sometimes, you know, silence is gold, and just like in the amphitheatre, you know, just enjoying it, very nice indeed. Like it a lot. Yeah, so the I mean, I haven't actually measured it with a ruler or anything, but you know, I'd say it's a good 2 or 3 miles. This track, maybe a little bit less, I don't know. But it's just, you know, it's nice to get on it, that's for sure. So yeah, very good. So whoever's maintained this track, well done indeed. Right, okay, that's it then. That's it for this biker's travelogue. Just going to quickly get myself sorted. So catch you on the next one. Cheers.